Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another comparison slash versus video for you between two fragrances that are inspired by Creed Aventus. People ask me, Naz, why are you doing these videos? Well, I'm doing them because some people might find it useful when they got stuck on both of this, or they have the option to go for one of them, and hopefully this video helped them to some extent to make that decision. So this video is about, again, two of the hottest fragrances out there in terms of Creed Aventus inspired fragrances, and these two are, on your left we have Haramain Levenche Intense EDP 100ml. On your right we have Armaf Club de Intense Man limited edition Parfum 105ml. Both of these beauties, you can find them around £50 in United Kingdom, although both of these are quite hard to find. Especially Levenche Intense is very hard to find in United Kingdom, at least where I live in United Kingdom, where I do my research. So you have to be patient, and eventually you will find them, and you will, it's easier for you to get them. But right now, because there are two of the hottest cakes out there, they're selling very fast, and everywhere is out of stock as far as I know, especially for Levenche Intense. For Armaf Club Nuit Intense Man limited edition Parfum, similar story, but this one is a little bit better in terms of availability, although right now is out of stock almost everywhere, especially again where I live. So do your research, Google them and see if they are available in your country, and if they are available, how much they go for. But this is what I paid for them. I paid around £50 for both of these beauties. In terms of presentation, both are excellent, very high presentation, especially for a price. Both very heavy caps, heavy bottles, amazing sprayers, very good juice inside. So in terms of presentation, you're getting an excellent return for your money. In terms of the performance, they are quite similar in terms of performance as well. They both on my skin go around 8 to 10 hours on the skin. So this is my skin, my environment, my climate, my nose. So for you it could be different, always bear in mind. So on me, both of these go up to 10 hours in the skin, up to 12 hours on the t-shirt, with 2 to 3 hours of big projection, room filler, house filler, the other side of the road filler. You don't need more than 5 or 6 sprays of each, because they are very strong and very dense, don't forget that. In terms of smell profile, again, very similar to each other, especially the beginning. When they open up, they're almost identical. When I smelled them, I was quite actually surprised how similar they are. Before I make this video, I smelled them and said, hold on a minute, it's like the same juice, what's going on? Yeah, it's like exactly the same juice. So very close to each other. The smell profile, especially the beginning, the opening, for the first 2 hours, almost from the same jar, identical, 99% similar. And that similarity comes from the citruses. They both have huge massive citruses in the beginning, especially bergamot and lemon. And there are other fruits like apple, like berries, like blackcurrant, like let's put a pineapple in both of this. But the main thing you notice, and it opens up mainly with big citruses. So both of these are very citrusy, very refreshing, very inviting. In the beginning, the first 2 hours, almost identical, 99% similar to each other, and they're both around 90 to 95% similar to Creed Aventus. So very similar to each other and very similar to Creed Aventus. The little bit difference is in the dry down. When they go to the dry down, this Haramain Levenche Intense, it doesn't get too much smoky, just bare minimum on the smoke, very minimalistic, almost nothing, almost non-existent, almost. And It gets a little bit woodier, but that's it. It doesn't get that much smokier, it doesn't get darker. It just goes, it gets woodier and a little bit birchier, but it goes very, almost as bright as is the opening. And that's why some people like this one so much, because it doesn't go dark, it doesn't get smoky. With this beauty, it gets a little bit smokier, a little bit darker, a little bit earthier, a little bit more, especially the birch and the smokiness and the oak moss get a little bit more in here. Obviously it's woody as well. So this one is a little bit darker in the dry down, not much, it's not huge dark. Overall this is medium dark, but this one almost doesn't have any darkness. Almost it gets woody, but that's it. That's all. It's all about woods in the dry down with the Venture Intense. So if you like a opening bright and then go to the dry down and it stays bright, La Venture Intense is for you. And also it's quite fruity and floral and woody. If you like to open up very bright, lemony, citrusy, fruity, and then later on in the dry down goes a little bit darker, smokier, and a little bit earthier, go with Armaf Club Intense Man limited edition parfum. So that's the only difference I could find in these two, at least for my nose, for my experience, my skin. Very similar to each other, 99% similar to each other, especially in the beginning. Later on, maybe around 3 to 4% difference in the dry down. So overall, they smell very similar to each other. If you can't find, for example, La Venture Intense, you can easily go with this one. You'll be happy with it. If you can't find this one, and this one is more available, La Venture Intense is more available, and Armaf Club Nuit Intense Man limited edition is not available, you'll be happy with this one as well. So very, very similar to each other. In the beginning, 99% similar to each other. In the dry down, around 96-7% similar to each other. So you can tell how much they are similar to each other, these two. So that's why I cannot distinguish between them whatsoever. So in terms of presentation, both excellent. In terms of performance, excellent. In terms of smell profile, excellent. In terms of what you pay, what you get, excellent. In terms of the smell, very similar to each other, which is 90% similar to Creed Aventus, and they are excellent. So if you go with any of these beauties, you're getting a beautiful fragrance, very similar to Creed Aventus, very, very inviting, very uplifting, very gorgeous smell. At the end of the day, don't forget, even Creed Aventus is an acquired taste. Although Creed Aventus generally considered to be a simple fragrance, or at least on the simpler side of fragrance, it's not too complex. But even in simplicity, there are some beauties, and I love the DNA of Creed Aventus because of that. Because although it's quite simple, but it's very, very nicely done, and I love the smell of it, and I love the both the beginning and the dry down. So both of these are highly recommended. I recommend them highly. They're both excellent juices. I absolutely love both of these for different reasons. As I said, very similar to each other, but this one gets a little bit smoky later on, and this one stays bright almost to the end. Okay guys, so that was the comparison between these two beauties. If you have them, if you know them, if you try them, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, you motivate me to make videos like this in future, to bring you hidden gems like this that nobody else is talking about. If you like to purchase one of my own fragrances, I'm a perfumer myself. I make the perfume from the scratch to the perfume. Nobody else is involved. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. They are true handmade fragrances. The reason they're called the scent of Persia, because the ingredients come from my country, Iran. Nobody else is using them in the world because we are under embargo, and also we don't produce that much. And when we produce it, we produce amazing oils. And those oils together making superbly beautiful fragrances. Super natural, 100% natural, amazing value for money, ultra beast mode, very intriguing, very artistic, very, very mysterious fragrances. But you need to live in United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye, bye, bye.